What's up, everybody? Yash Karai here. You guys been paying attention to this new phenomenon about men surprising their wives with their own song? And sometimes the wives surprise their husband? Well, don't stop there. You can do it for your brother, your sister, your siblings. You can do it for your aunt, your auntie, granny, or grandpa. What's the thing? It's called Make Your Song. And basically, this is what Yash Karai does. I don't want to join an organization, something I've been doing for over 30 years. So basically, Yash Karai will do a spoken word. Now you tell me what inspires you about your husband. Vice versa, tell me what your wife inspires you and how she inspires you. Your son, your daughter, whoever you want this to be about. You give this to me. You tell me all the great things about the person who you want to make a song about. I will then put it in a spoken word and make your own song for you and surprise them, and it'll last a lifetime. If you want to know more about this, how the pricing go, just go to KaraiFilmsMerch.com. It's on the front page. But think about it, your own song by Yash Karai spoken word with a nice rhythm and blues or whatever you like. Talk to you soon.
Cause you know we're trying to do it.
Colorado Springs, East St. Louis, St. Louis, live, unhibited, raw, Viper. If you didn't know, now you know.
Karai Films, Yash Karai, live. You didn't know? You didn't know? Karai Films, innovative. Give it to you the way you live. Raw. Only for the grown folks. But the kids are welcome.
Check that mic, make sure it sound right, boys. What you want?
Yash Karai.
Here we go. Let's make it happen, Captain. Yes, sir. I hope everybody doing okay. So we're going to chop it up today, yeah? Talk about this, that, and the other. So check this out. If you didn't know, now you know. There's a new site connected to the merch site as well. I give it to you here, but you can get to it from the Yash Karai cosmetic merch site. When you put your mouse over Yash Karai, when you get to the YashKaraiMerch.com, it pulls down and basically it says Black Indian. It's a news site. It's a .org site, right? And I want to share it with you today. Oh, my mic is not trying to play me, right? Let's see. You get a chance, go check that out. You know, we got to stay 2-3 steps ahead of the game. Yes, sir. We're having no other way. That's a website that will be showcasing authentic art from my loins. I just didn't want to put everything on one site, you know what I mean? I want this type of art that I do for everyone to notice. Now, there has been somebody who appraised it. I had somebody just to check out one of them. And they were telling me, Yash, the reason I can't give you a higher appraisal, they gave me a mid appraisal just for one. I just submitted one art, and they said, we believe it could be higher, but your work is not showcased. We need it in a gallery, and it could possibly be higher. But by it not being known, and no one has figures of what's done sold, because I done sold about 2 or 3 pieces. They say when you sell a gallery piece, they keep that on record in the books. So when they put your name down or your copyright painting, it comes up through the system. And by me not having it in the system, they can't appraise out any higher until I put it in the gallery. I thought that was great information. I was like, okay, I can get with that. I ain't mad at you. Thank you for your time. Right. So a lot of times we can't get upset because we ain't getting those high evaluation. Like I tell you guys, everything starts off small. Welcome to the Yash Karai radio show. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Letting folks know, I got this .org that I've been having. I just launched it. It's connected with Karai Films merch. And like I say, if you go to KaraiFilmMerch.com, it will showcase down when you put your mouse over Yash Karai in the navigation system. Or you can just put in blackindian.org, and it's a whole new eclectic. It's really clean. I made it very clean because I want to showcase art. And I just haven't had time to get back to it. And I totally agree with the appraiser when he said, it needs to be in a gallery where we can get a big evaluation. I get that. I remember when John Basquiat, when he was doing his art, right? He didn't know nothing about that. It was some people that knew about art had to come along and put it in the gallery because they could not get him a great appraisal into this. Why? In the gallery, you have other buyers that's walking around looking at this like, oh my goodness. And then they make a bid and they don't even want to buy it. It's like, how much does this cost? And they start putting figures down and say, look, we need to auction this off, or someone want to buy this piece for $5,000. So John Basquiat pretty much got in that way. I want y'all to understand something. Don't take what folks say literally. Sometimes the Most High put a third party in front of you so that you can be your best. So I didn't take it personal. And if you want to know what painting they judged, if you go to blackindian.org and put on art, click on my art. It's the one with the slave. It's enslaved with the yokes on it in it. That's a big painting. That's a 30 by 30. It's a huge painting. Right. And they said, I did not give them the information on how I painted. So in other words, when they do an evaluation, appraisal, they want to know, I did it with acrylic because I do oils and acrylic. My favorite is acrylic. It's an easy cleanup for me. John Basquiat did both. He did both as well. But my favorite painter is John Basquiat, and he was Haitian. But to me, he's a soul brother. He went through a lot of things that I'm going through myself. But the difference between me and John didn't know the business. He didn't know Hollywood. So when he hooked up with Waldorf, that guy, he made him household name, then David Bowie and etc. John Basquiat got screwed so many ways. He didn't understand numbers. He didn't understand business. And they was just raking him over the coals, man. The dude had a tremendous gift, but he just got cut up in Hollywood. And when he saw the dark side, a lot of those paintings you see with the skulls and the teeth, John was telling, I know exactly what he's talking about. He's just telling you the demons that's in the business. And he fell off. He turned to drugs. He was always somewhat drug addict anyway, but he had such a love for Waldorf. And that guy passed, there was lovers as well. He just pretty much lost it. So I'm just saying it's okay to be praised, but when these Hollywood people put their hands on you, and go to the next level, you're going to wind up losing some of that quality, because the man was brilliant, but the more he indulged with them, he became tainted, and he didn't like really being around them. The guy would put himself in the warehouse that they provided. Really, he paid for, but they found. Now, they show you this in the movie, right? I'm just paraphrasing. His sisters are still alive. They can verify anything I'm saying. He just was painted. The man had over 1,500 paintings. That's unheard of, because that's all he loved doing. But he just was caught up with Hollywood, man. And that's the part he didn't like. But that's what I be telling people. So I'm saying that in a nutshell to say this: don't be afraid to have something appraised. If you're a person that into patents and you want to invent something, sometimes you'll get the lowest price. It doesn't really matter. But then you be thinking they're just messing with me. No, man, they're giving you some jewels. You got to understand how business flow. When that guy said, they actually gave me a appraisal certificate, so letting you know it was appraised. And he said, this is what we see right now, but put it in the gallery, start getting evaluated, it could be much higher. And I get that. See, I don't take shit personal when it comes to business, because everybody has a jewel. Okay. And when I got the certificate now just for one painting, I didn't submit them all, right? And also, yeah, you pay for your appraisal. Nothing is free. That's why, guys, in business, whatever you want, that's why I call the show Chopping It Up. Just trying to get some jewels out here to y'all. You're going to have to pay for shit, man. Like I said, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, this shit is free. You get monetized. Go ahead and get it. But at the end of the day, if you want to become a successful business person, or if you have a brand, you got to put money behind it. The average person that's painting don't want to have their shit evaluated, because they don't want to be told that it ain't worth nothing. That's the jewel. Because if your spirit right, they're going to give you a jewel. That dude gave me a jewel. That's the same way I got good with doing patents with the United States of America Patent Office. I had an examiner that was a attorney that gave me the game. I'm just telling you guys, they're giving you jewels. So really, all I have to do is just start putting, I have to talk to a gallery who's willing and able, right? Put these paintings, not all of them, I won't submit everything, say about 5 or 10, because I got quite a few, and let them agree that which ones you think we can showcase. They'll probably start off with 3 to 5, right? Just let it float. I got the copyrights to it. It's a sculpture. They consider it a sculpture. So let it flow. And then once it starts getting evaluated and people start asking, what does this cost? They'll say in the gallery, that hasn't been priced yet. See, because they're getting so many inquiries. Now they're going, wait a minute. Do you realize that we had over 100-some people ask about this? Now they're interested. You get where I'm going with it, right? So that's how your shit get evaluated higher. And I've been to another painter's gallery where they appraise I've seen some of these paintings. I was just amazed at some of these people, how their paintings was beautiful. Some of them remind me of John Basquiat, and some of them are just photos. But you probably said, what makes an appraisal come out higher in a painting? Well, from what I've been told, it's how the painting is presented. It's the type of paint you use, and it's understanding the paint itself. How do you make that canvas come alive? Because the canvas is how they illustrate the painting itself. What's the type of style? What type of, motion of the brush? Get it? What kind of paint itself? Because acrylic is the most used paint in painting, and the oils is very authentic. You got to really know how to use oil versus acrylic, because they are two different animals, right? When it comes to painting. So they look at the brush stroke, how you blended your colors. And then, like I say, it's not a competition, guys, because art means something to everybody different. But I just went to this other site, and some of this art is just, I think it's beautiful. And I agree with the numbers they were saying. Like some of this stuff top out at $5K. 7K, 20K. And I'm like, some people went into the depths of putting their paintings, and some just reminded me of my own. I was like, wait a minute, right? I was like, these guys are really good at what they do. You probably say, well, how come their art is much higher? Because it's in a gallery. So like I said, a lot of times they're giving us jewels, and we'll take things personal because it's not talking directly to us. We want to have somebody say, hey, girl, you so good. Boy, you know, you talent. Sometimes people going to say they're like shit. Don't get angry, because what look like shit to somebody else is a jewel. When I show people John Basque paintings that don't know nothing about painting, they be like, man, that look like my 3-year-old. Yeah, I know. Did you know it sold for $50 million? Right? Because they don't understand. And that's quite okay. So I guess what I'm saying, as we chopping it up, you may be a fashion person. People laughing at you because you're putting fashion together. Correct? And they don't get it, you know? But have you seen some of the most ridiculous ridiculous fashions in Victoria's Secret that sells for, one shirt sells for $5,000? Tom Ford makes crappy stuff. But that's Yash Karai's opinion. But Tom Ford, whatever he drops, it is what it is. Yeah, I know some of them soul sellers, but did you know that up and coming fashion designers are not soul sellers? They're independent. And this shit gets them praised pretty damn high. So at the end of the day, you don't want to sit here and try to copy other people. I get inspired by John Basque, right? And there's others, but I'm not going to try to copy. Now, sometimes you in this wave, like he was thinking. I get how he was thinking, because he was thinking of the business, and it can reflect what you put on canvas. But if you go copying other people's work, it's going to look like a fraud. Get it? So it's good to be inspired. It's just like, I guess the best way I can put this, it's like music, right? Like you got talent, you know how to put beats together and produce, but now you are trying to sound like Jay-Z. You're trying to sound like Timberland. It's going to look like a fraud. Be inspired, but put your own shit together. You see it? And that's when you have a lane of your own, and people want to flock with you and say, oh man, that sound, you have a sound of your own. And that's with fashion, that's with art, that's with food. How many so-called gurus on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube right now trying to show you how to cook? And I can tell you right now, 80% don't know what the hell they're doing. But let them live. Who is me to go on and critique what they do? That's to me is hating in the worst way, because someone going to find that very entertaining and learn something from it, because they're going to make some hiccups. Okay. I will say this though. If you're a person that's making a sauce, we call that saucier. If you're making a sauce and you're trying to get that basil flavor, do not simmer basil, fresh basil. Fresh basil is used at the end of the product. In essence, when the product is done for the sauce, then you hit it with the basil fresh, because it's going to just be so titillating when you're eating it on your pasta or your breads, right? So if you want to do a soup and it has the basil flavor, like it's robust, you want that robust type of basil flavor, then you use a dehydrated leaf basil. Get it? And you just let it sit in there till it's time to eat. Then you take the leaf out. Get it? So you don't want to put fresh basil in a sauce and try to get the flavor of the basil, because it's going to wilter and it's going to taste like a seaweed. It may get all in your teeth when you're eating. And I think those little steps like that is hiccups, and they'll get it as they go along. But again, there are people, you have to step out and be critiqued. And you can't worry about the naysayers chopping it up, right? Because people everybody got something to say. It's the ones on the fence that are the worst. There will be people tell you, man, I wouldn't do this, and they ain't doing shit no way. Yeah, niggas 30, 40 years old, got dreams, and ain't done nothing but just complain and find a way to do nothing and knock you down, and you go for that shit. I remember when I first started doing art, people was like, Look, my baby boy could do that. Well, your baby boy should be a genius by now, right? He should be a genius. He ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. You're not inspiring your child. You're teaching your child how to hate on someone and how to be negative because there's too much negative energy in your house and you're starting it. You're the ringleader. So what I do, keep popping. Some of the art I sit on, and I just kept doing it. But like I said, evaluation made me just say, wow, I always knew that it get a praise, right? You say, well, how would I know it's not worth nothing? They don't want to be cruel. But if they sell you $15, you should stop and really think about what you want to do or just get better with it. It needs to be in the hundreds. Then you know exactly, okay, I got something here. You do. It could be much higher, So, yeah, there are companies that has an online, gallery. I don't know if I will attend to it. I don't know. I just got a lot going on. And then there are some that have galleries. And I don't think Florida is the place for galleries. But there are some few people I already bumped up against, and I've seen some. Those types of places are New York, Los Angeles, Denver, St. Louis probably too. These are certain places where art just really deplex, right? There are a couple of places in Florida that understands gallery of painting. I don't know if I want to physically bring my paintings out unless I can talk to someone that really know what they're doing and leave them with them because, you would sign an agreement that they would hold them for a month or two and showcase them and see what they come up with. They wouldn't put a price on them. They want people to ask. The more people that ask about them, they know it's worth more than what it was anticipated. When you first get an appraisal, they don't know what it's worth. They don't even really like to appraise your stuff if it's not in a gallery or if it's not in the books or if they can't verify that you sold anything. Get it? But they will if they find it interesting, like they found my art interesting. And interesting is all I need to hear because I already know it's higher. I know it's up there, but I just haven't had time to go to a gallery. And I'm saying that to tell you guys, why are you stopping at one position when you have many to fulfill? And I can explain that very quickly. There are a lot of you have ideas, but you're afraid of being knocked down. You're afraid of people judging you. You're worried about what they're going to say about you. I'm going to tell you straight from the hip. Social media is your worst critic, and that's who you need to put it on. If you can take the lumps and bumps from social media, you have won TikTok. You have won Instagram. You have won Facebook, YouTube. Because your worst critics and your most hateful, jealous folk are on social media. And that's the first hurdle you have to get over. You need to think because you can have something outstanding, beautiful, and you think everybody going to receive it the way you giving it. And they're going to be like, this look like shit. What the hell fashion is this? Well, my little girl know how to dress better than this. And it's going to be a Debbie Downer because you expected love. Don't expect the love. Expect the criticism. Because with criticism comes love. Oh, Osama bin Laden. Did you hear me? To the people in the balcony. Beep, beep. Accept criticism. With criticism comes glory. Did you know that? Look how they crucified the truth of Yahweh. He's an imposter. He's a fraud. And this was our people saying that. He's difficult. And look of the greatness of Yahweh ben Yahweh. You understand me? Criticism create the best geniuses. It's the folks who don't like to be criticized, the one who run to the border. Time when somebody say, girl, what the hell you got on? Ooh, you go hide. Yeah, man, fuck them. I'm done. Ooh, really, nigga? Your first laughter, it will be joy. Your first hater will be your best fan. And your worst fan will tell hundreds, if not thousands, about what you do. Word of mouth. You got to understand. It's the people today. Chopping it up. Come on. Y'all better understand how this thing works, man. You are in power of this universe. The Most High is letting our ancestors breathe fire inside of us. You are your own worst mistake. Stop saying, I would, but you know how they are. Who is they, nickel? It's you. The theys and the we's and the hows and the can'ts is you. Because niggas gonna be niggas. White crackers gonna be crackers. It's just, you can't stop that shit, bruh. So if you're niggas talking about, I would, but you know how these white folks are, fuck them. What you worried about what they think? They wish they could be you, baby. That's the first hurdle you got to get over. You got to stop worrying about what niggas think. Niggas ain't doing nothing. Niggas out here carjacking. Niggas can't even get a date. They're sitting there going in public, pulling out their little dinglings and masturbating in front of women. That's how bad niggas are. So that's the people you worried about. Then you a loser your damn self. Your first testament of understanding how this works is the criticism of negativity. Get over yourself because it's coming. It's going to happen. They hated me for 15 damn years. And you still think they love me? Hell no. They sitting on the fence. I can't wait till that nigga fall. I can't wait. And you know what wound up happening? They die of COVID. Oh, glory. Yes. That's facts. That's been so many people hate me. These niggas been dying of COVID. I kid you not. I'm not making it up. And I'm going to let them rest in peace if there's such a peace for a retard like they were. But, yeah, they've been passing, man, of COVID. It is what it is. Let me drink some coconut water. Yes, sir. Yes, good stuff. So, we're chopping it up, man. And that's life for you. Some of you guys can't get past second base because you're worried about what they're saying about you on third base. Lord have mercy. Think about this. What is stopping anybody in this chat room from being where they want to be? And let me explain, because I know some of y'all think I mean tax dollars and cents. Let me explain, baby. You can have $1 million in your account tonight, and some of you still going to be miserable because you haven't understood the essence of life. It wasn't the money. You still haven't connected to the universe. And I hope this makes sense. You got to understand that the money will not connect you to the wonders of our ancestors and guide you with nature. It's your sincerity. It's your faith. It's your willingness to understand that you are a being. You're a beacon of light. And you're passing through a universe for a period of time. There's no such thing as death. You will go to sleep and go to another phase, the one that Most High feel that you're more valuable to. But if you have no value here and you have been doing nothing but just running around taunting folks, there's no need for you. That's just facts. There's nothing in this galaxy that cannot be conquered. There's nothing. That's literally nothing that cannot be conquered. And the sad part about it, we associated conquer with how much money we have in the bank. And I can tell y'all some facts, guys. There are a lot of people on TikTok that got, right as I speak, $300,000 to $700,000 in their bank. These are people between 20 to 35 years old, and they got that kind of money in the bank, and they're miserable. They don't know what's going on in their life. They just keep doing the same shit. They know it works, but it ain't working because if it's the Most High, He wouldn't let you go that far without understanding who you are. So you probably say, well, how are they getting that kind of cash? Because they're in the world and they don't understand their spirituality. They're not connecting to the ancestors. They're connecting to the materialism of Satan. And when you don't understand these things, you become like a guy who can criticize food and make a lot of money, but you have no substance with it. See, Christians believe they're close to the Most High because they say hallelujah. Christians believe that they know the Most High because they say God is good. Christians believe that they know the Most High because they say whatever I don't know, he's going to help me through. That's the lie they told you in slavery. And 85% of black folks are Christianity, and they're torn. Most of them are homosexuals, bisexuals, studs, sissies, trans, and this is where they at. America don't teach you how to be prosperous with humanity and nature. They teach you how to celebrate gay goddamn pride. Yes? They teach you how to be a trans. You don't want to be a man, cut your dingling off and be a woman. This is what America teach. Other countries are teaching their children how to be scientists and engineers and how to make communities of food and stay away from GMO. We sit here worried about who called us a fag and a nigger. Come on now. You got to understand where you at. Think about it. You can't get caught up with the naysayers. You can't get caught up because people don't like you. And I know this is going to hurt a lot of our people. And white folks, y'all going to join in. But your biggest critic in the Americas and Africa are Christians. Whew. I know some people are running to the border right now. Your biggest critics are black Christians and white Christians and Africans, because a lot of Africans are Christians and they believe they're so close to the Most High that they could pretty much put their finger in the sky and touch a chariot, but they're all delusional. They will accept homosexuality. They will accept bestiality. They will even accept child sex, because Christianity lets everything happen. As long as you love the Lord, it's all acceptable. This is how they teach. And they don't know the name, nor do they care, because they lane pays them very well. You say, well, you have this technology. The Most High name is not God. It's an entity of the Baphomet. What's that? That's the stone god. His name is Yahweh. They don't want to hear that. They're comfortable in their ways, and they want their ways to be erupted because that brings them cash flow. So if you're asking, how do these people on TikTok and Instagram, or we can say Instagram don't pay like that, but let's just say TikTok and YouTube, and these people having up to $700,000 in their bank account without a spiritual soul, because it's the weak and it's the blind that will receive all the wealth of Satan. Because that is a Satan entity right now. That's why half of the creators passed away at a young age. They have no spirituality. They rising too quick. I have to talk about it. We're chopping it up. Let me talk about it, because I want to write this down before I forget. I know I'm going to forget, so let me write it down. I was thinking about this not too long ago, just a couple of days ago. Okay. The so-called content creators. Okay. These content creators are making a lot of wealth, but they're totally blind to understand what the system entails. They believe that their money will make them a household name, and they will be accepted around the world for joy, but it's just the opposite. A content creator now is the new Hollywood. And if you don't understand how to delegate yourself and who not to hang around, you are going to be entrapment. This is what they do. Content creators have become the most death of folks everywhere. Why come they dying so fast? And why come? Because the reality is they believe if they just get on there and talk about food and they just talk about fashion and they making a check, there's nothing wrong with that. And I totally agree. But what you did not understand, Satan don't play fair. He's not going to reward you with all that type of revenue without paying some type of debt to him. And some of you are so caught up with the Christianity, you believe it's the Most High giving you that wealth. That's not how Yah works. So I see it all the time. God is good. I'm being so blessed. You put 2 curses on yourself already. And you don't understand it. And you stacking up these curses and you think it's the Most High protecting you. God is a curse of stone gods. Blessings come from Satan. The Most High never gave blessings. He gave favor. So when you sitting there saying, I'm so blessed, you cursing, just all these curses. So at some time, at some point, Satan wants to collect. Because he's going to say, I've been protecting you. You're putting curses on yourself by saying blessings and God. But by the way, how do you think you got that cool 700,000 last week? I've been working my tail off. That's the first thing they're going to say, man. I've been hustling. I've been out here grinding. And they laugh. You really believe that you got 2 million subscribers based on your hustle? They break it down to you quickly. I have said this in the past, but let me reiterate. We decide who be successful. We decide who will be marketable. You, my friend, we find you very amusing. We decided to give you 2 million subscribers. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Man, let me tell you something. I worked at this, that, and the other. They can even tell you your bank account. They can tell you what you bought for the last 2 months. They have tabs on everything. And you lost. Like, what? You confused. Like, no, you're in denial now. And they laughed. It's like, we know. It's heavy. It's heavy. So all these subscribers are not really my subscribers. They're your subscribers. But we control that. So I know some of y'all say, well, when do you get true subscribers? Well, the moment you start making money and it's coming in like very fast and lucrative, you don't understand the flow of what's happening. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let me explain this real quick before I forget. I had to write it down. Watch this. If you've been on TikTok lately, the people with the TikTok shop between the ages of 18, I would say to 28, we're going to stop it there. Okay. You're probably saying, okay, Yash, what's happening? Well, what's happening is that there are a lot of people coming out with cosmetics. There's people coming out with oils. There's people coming out with shampoo, etc. Right? This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So many people have become wealthy overnight. I'm explaining y'all the dangers of this. I try in my best to walk through the valley and let folks see that this is a spiritual thing, but young folks don't want to hear that. They just want to get paid. But then when the troubles come, then they want to listen. By that time, it's too late. So let me explain something. There's been a lot of young folk between the ages of, like I say, 18 to 28, and they coming out with cosmetics. They coming out with lipsticks. They coming out with perfumes, and they take it to TikTok, and they getting like 3,000 sales, 4,000 sales, and they got their top down, and they living life, right? I'm going to explain to you the deadly poisons of that. Whenever you come out the gate and you have tremendous amount of success at a young age, that's dangerous. The average man and woman that becomes very wealthy between 18 to 28, they don't understand their ass from a hole in the ground. Now, to hear them talk, they know every word of profanity. And they can tell you what latest dances. And they can tell you what foods are good. But they don't understand nothing about spirituality of life. Because if they did, this should bother them. And they should want to slow that shit down. If you coming out the gate swinging. And what I mean by that, you got a product. Let's say you come out with a product that's called glitz and glamour. I'm just making some shit up. And this glitz and glamour goes over your body. It's like a glow and it's beautiful and it smells good. All different types of flavors. And you flying off the shelves. 2,000 orders, 4,000 orders. I mean, it's just kicking. So you don't want to put a down payment on the house. You ain't got the top down with the bins. I mean, you kicking. You know, you got employees. You're 24, going on 25. You kicking it. You've been living this life for 2 or 3 years and you don't see nowhere slowing down. I am going to tell you, you getting ready to have a drought. I mean, you're probably saying, wait, Yash. You mean tell me they doing this good at 2021 and they selling these products and they just making all this money. So what's the drought? That's when Satan comes in. He's going to stop that progress because now he needs your attention. He's probably say, what do you mean? Go send somebody over because you're going to have that hit and miss. Right now it's flowing, right? 1,000 orders, 2,000 orders, 3,000, right? Then it's going to drought. It's going to just going to go straight down. Straight up, just totally hit rock bottom. And I don't mean that you're broke. I mean, you so used to getting 2,000 orders, 3,000, you go all the way down to 20 orders. And you panic because you're used to having your top down. You're used to having some money. I mean, real money. You go through $5,000 in 2 days. You're going, wait a minute, this shit going to pick up. So you go back to TikTok Live. Hey, I got a new sale. You putting it on sale. You're getting them more than 20. You probably saying, what the hell is going on? Then somebody slick say, hey, girl, you having trouble? We can market you. We need to talk with you. Now it's a sisterhood. Because how Satan rolls, he lets you have success in his world. And after you just start just 6 figures, 7 figures, then he's going to slow it down. And he's going to send one of his handlers to try to get you in a sisterhood. And I have to tell y'all, this is how they get a lot of our people. Because they're so used to that lifestyle, they don't want to see it go away, and they will sell their souls in a heartbeat. And if y'all don't think half of these content creators has been approached in the same manner that I just said, that's how they get them. Because when you're making them high sales, I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you think that you're this brilliant at 20 and you just got all these sales and people love your shit, you are sadly mistaken. This is a spirituality that's going on. That has nothing to do with the Most High. Because when you understand how the Most High rolls, he's not going to give you that type of success until you've been refined and exalted. And he's still going to let it stagger because you have a purpose now. You're a vessel for Most High. Right now, you're not a vessel. You're a vessel for Christianity. And half the Christians out there are making buku dollars because they're lost. And they believe God and Jesus is their savior. When it's really Yah Elohim, Yahweh being Yahweh, is their savior. See, they don't understand that Christianity has destroyed the minds of black men, women, and children, but they believe because they have so much wealth, it got to be from the Lord. But what you didn't understand is Satan blesses too. That's why he has to stay in the blessed category. Satan would never say, I'll give you favor, because he's knowing that's going to be a strike against him. Only the Most High can give you a favor. And right now you have blessings. Look at T.I. He's blessed expeditiously. You don't think they're going to clone him? Okay. So let's move on. We're chopping it up. You get what I'm going. So when you see these people coming out the gate and they get, like I say, 2,000, 5,000, that's not realistic. JCPenney, Under Armour don't even sell like that. Not even on goddamn Christmas. You just, it's not real. You're being in simulation. And Satan's controlling it, and he's getting ready to bring you down. And most of them will sell their souls. Why is it so many content creators rubbing elbows with Hollywood? I see it all the time. I'm quite sure you do too. Because that's their handlers. I'll say this, and I'll leave it alone. Y'all saw Okosinko. Who did Okosinko have a problem with lately? Keith Lee. Am I saying his name right? Keith Lee? I don't know. I'm not being disrespectful if that's not his name, but I know his name is Keith. I don't know if that's his last name, but make a long story short, Oko Cinco had a problem with who Keith judging black businesses. Now you go, Oko Cinco is brotherhood, right? When he first had a problem with Keith, he was on the Brother Show. There was a former member of ESPN. I cannot remember that brother wore the glasses, former football player. But anyway, Oko Cinco was on his show first when he first mouthed off about Keith. He had no shades on. You probably said, what's the difference? Having no shades on, he's going to be himself. When he put his shades on, he's getting ready to talk to the brotherhood. Y'all need to know how these people work. Something simple as putting shades on. You probably say, okay, Yash, what you saying? The last interview that Oko Cinco had, he put shades on. And he was apologetic. Brotherhood made him do it. We're probably saying, Yash, I'm lost. I know. It always go over your head. The brotherhood made him do it. It's probably say, why? Because Keith Lee got a brother that's in the UMC or something like that. No, not military. UCF. As y'all know, the Keith Lee brother knows about this shit that I talk about all the time. The brotherhood shit. So, this is just my opinion. If Oko Cinco is making apologetic, they're going to get Keith into the brotherhood. And if Keith does not accept, they're going to take everything from him. This is where we at. So I just want you to understand how this thing plays. I know a lot of y'all say the brother's doing good. He critique foods. He make money. The brotherhood doing everything for him. They gave him all those subscribers. They gave him all this. I'm telling you, I know y'all want to think he's a Christian and this, that, and the other. I am telling you, that's all brotherhood. Okay? You got to understand how these people work. When they first speak with their glasses off, they bend themselves. When they put the shades on and talk, they've been talked to. So I just gave y'all a synopsis how they roll in social media. So if you're a person that's coming out the gate and you hear my voice, I hope you keep going. But the people who are going to last in sales and in any type of entrepreneur is going to be the so-called turtle. You may not think your life is where it needs to be because you get a sale here, a sale there. Take it from Yash Kara. I've been doing films for 10 years and constantly getting better. Now I'm going to a whole nother level. I'm doing cosmetics. I don't have to do 5,000 sales in a week. I'm telling y'all, I am of Yah. And everyone who reaches to me will be those who Yah appoint to me. Satan ain't gonna have nothing to do with me. When you in the world, you love those types of people because you're blind. You do what everybody else doing because you have no light. Once you have light, now the ancestors are with you and they're going to delegate you as a vessel, and you're going to read vessel types of people, and your income going to just come. You don't have to worry about all that because you are royalty. The world is royalty with you because the Most High illustrated you as a vessel for the people. You're never going to be without. Why come a person have $700,000 in their bank account and they still feel without? Because they're empty. You may have $500 in the bank, but you feel full and happy because that's the ancestors breathing the universe into us. You got a pastor out there of Christianity telling you to cut your hair. You out your goddamn mind. If you can't grow it, then that's a whole different world. But if you're a black man, black woman, and you got your hair, don't you release that? That's your antennas to the ancestors. We always communicate with the ancestors because that's how we are. We are people from the dirt. We're calmly as the dirt as we are. You acting like white folks. Clean shaved and shit. You know there's a white chick only like black men who are clean shaved. And then when he get with her, he grows his beard. Now that's a handful of black women who's dating white men with beards. Black woman accepts you the way you are. That white chick likes a clean cut man. Y'all notice that? She want his chest clean. She want his face clean because it's her nature. She don't like hair. You probably said, why? Because it reminds her of her ancestors in Caucasus Mountains of Adumia. They're the Edomites. They don't like hair. They're like clean. So when we come with our antennas, which is our locks, and our twists, it reminds them of the days of old, even though they weren't even as so-called here, but their bloodline is real. Our melanin is so strong and potent that when we get around them with our pigtails, they don't know how to react. There's a people today. And when you have Christianity trying to tell y'all to cut your hair, he's been illustrated and orchestrated by the rabbis to tell you what to do. They need you smooth because you can't reach your ancestors. You can't reach the universe. You cannot reach that third eye. You cannot be calmly to nature when you cut off all your hair. Now, as I said before, there's some men that can't grow their hair. I'm not talking to you. If you're able to grow it back, then do your due diligence and try to grow it back. But if you're not, then grow a mustache, grow teeth, grow something that will connect to the universe. Now, some young folks don't take this personal because some young people just have smooth faces. Y'all don't grow hair. Well, that's okay. Just keep in the word. But some of you old heads, y'all grow hair, but y'all trying to appeal to a certain woman. I heard a black dude get on either Instagram or TikTok. The reason y'all ain't getting jobs because y'all got all that hair on y'all face. Man, get smooth. Cut your hair down. That sounds like some Ricky Smiley shit. That's what they did to him. When Ricky had his locks, Rick's were connected. Steve Harvey convinced him to cut his locks. And now look at the turmoil this man going through. Yes, he was soul seller, but he was being connected. He didn't even understand. Why? You need to be in politics. You're going to be standing next to Obama. He can't have that. Oh, you can't be next to a black man with locks because it puts them in memory. So they want to stay like we're dumb and keep us clean and we never connect. And you know who's a disservice to? It's a disservice to you. I'll say this and take a break. Why do you think the average Caucasian, when he or she goes to hunt, why do you think they kill animals brutally and cut the heads off and put them on their living room walls and kitchen walls? Have y'all ever asked the question why? You say, well, it's a trophy. No. You know why they slaughter the animals so cruelly and put the heads of the animals in their living rooms and dens? Because back in the day, nature protected us. Nature brought us food. Nature didn't bring them anything. They had to stay in the caves. They couldn't come out to certain times. Nature would always treat them like shit because they was peasants. They didn't belong nowhere. So when the Most High was so angry with us, and according to Deuteronomy 28, that's the scripture for y'all who don't know, we broke the laws and statutes, and according to Leviticus, the Most High put peasants over us. And they knew that the Most High had favored us as indigenous American Indians, and it was their time. So the first thing they did is start destroying nature. They hated nature. They loved GMO because this is their way of fighting back. The melanin protected us. The melanin made us who we are. Our melanated skin is 6 to 8 DNAs. They don't have that. Our hair was antennas. What the first thing they do to us when they start taking over the Americas? They cut our hair. Did you know that? So we couldn't communicate no more. They dummy us down. They gave us bad food. What did they give us? They gave us everything nasty. Chitlins and shit. They gave us the shit that was awful. Because they couldn't eat good. So they gave us anything to stay alive. And this is why today they hate nature. They go kill a giraffe and smile. They go kill an ape and smile. They go kill lions and smile and cut the heads off. The bloodline is still real today. We got to stop ignoring that this shit don't exist because you're a black woman with a white man with 4 or 5 children. This shit is still in their loins. We're chopping it up. So I just want you to understand that if you don't want to hear these things, you need not to attend Yasha Allah Radio because I'm going to come up with the real. This is spiritual, man. We're spiritual beings, but they're not beings of us. This is why when they put that suntan lotion, what does suntan lotion do to a white man, woman, or child? It provides melanin. That's what it does. Do you have to do that? Hell to the no. You're protected from the sun. You're protected from the highlights. You're protected from the winters. Hell, they even get red in the winter like a lobster. But you don't understand how Most High made you because you in this world of the West. When you start to understand your spirituality and connect to your ancestors, you're going to have a different heart. You're going to walk a certain way. You're not going to slave at a goddamn job because you're more than that. You're going to find something you're passionate about, and the ancestors going to bring you your wealth. Man ain't doing a goddamn thing for you but enslaving you. You got to work till you 60 and then you good. Who told you that? Huh? You can draw off your Social Security. Nigga, you can draw off your trust. You can pay debt off right the fuck now. Who told you that? Yes? Pay your taxes and you'll be good. Taxes is volunteer. Who told you that? People are lying out their asses because you go to their colleges and their institutions and you eat dinner with these goddamn devils and you don't understand who you are. And let me tell you something. I'm not just talking about white folks because some of you black sons of bitches is just as worse as them. Hello. You didn't expect to hear all that in an earful, huh? We're going to chop it up some more after we come back. Yes. Going to take a break, man. And we'll come back on the Yashkara radio show. Y'all stay tuned.
You're now tuned out to Yash Radio Worldwide.
What's up, Yash?
What do you do?
They want to interview me today.
Who?
The press.
Say less. Alarm clock ring. Everything is not everything. Hey, ma. Celebrities, DMing me. I think the Lord sending me a blessing. I'm blowing up on TikTok. Everyone's inviting me to the rock. They're even flying me. High status females calling me. I'm in the life of the party. Snakes in the house. Snakes in the house. They look like women. Facts. Devil with bags. It's about 3 a.m. Satan likes to do all things in threes. He's got a contract with your name on it. It's all for you. It's all for free. Don't have to plead. The sign right here with the drop of blood. And every man and woman will be at your feet. You officially Team Blue Sea. Take the jab, throw up the goal. Always please me. Never say yeah, always say God. And if you do it right, you'll be mine tonight. Money, fame, Academy Award. I guarantee you will be top flight. Snakes in the house. Snakes in the house. They look like women. Facts. Devil with bags.
Lord, help me.
Help me.
I'm drowning.
Drowning.
Things not like they're supposed to be. Somebody save me.
Save me.
Somebody save me.
Save me.
Satan has his hands all over me. Lord, help me. Help me. Father, help me. Help me. I'm drowning. Drowning. I have no light. No light. I'm in a land of misery. Land of misery. Father, y'all help me. Father, y'all help me. You see, I fell off. Fell off. I wanted the money. Money. Save my soul.
Save me. Facts. Devil with bags.
Whoa there, slow down, hold up. You may be a righteous soldier, but you ain't really nothing like Noah. Cause all the people around him all just died. Run out in the open, throw your hands in the sky. 40 feet of water, weight is me most high.
4:30.
Giving shout out to Noah man. How long does it take for the most high to know a man? Till he reach out and hold your hand. Until you look him dead in his eye, you don't know a man who can gather him like Noah can. No man can even say that he know a man. No paddles and no raincoat, and it's a joke to think that you in the same boat. Whoa there, slow down, hold up. You may be a righteous soldier, but you ain't really nothing like Noah. Cause all the people around him all just died. Run out in the open, put your hands in the sky. Put them in an ark that's 2 by 2. 40 feet of water, let's get inside. It's me most high. And it wasn't just 40 feet, 15 cubits. Do the math and you will see. I I don't think you understand how Noah was a righteous man. Just think how many haters tried to fight this man. Noah, why you building that stupid ark? Noah, you on my nerves, I'ma rip you apart. But everything changed when the flood came. They start knocking and they all kept yelling his name. Noah, open up if you friends with me. I'm about to drown out here, I got my kids with me. Whoa there, slow down, hold up. You may be a righteous soldier, but you ain't really nothing like Noah. Cause all the people around him all just died. Run out in the open, put your hands in the sky. Put them in an ark that's 2 by 2. 40 feet of water, let's get inside. It's me most high.
Who is in it, man? That wanna change, ayy. Want to revamp the way you do the things you do. Ooh. Don't change. Whatever you see in the glass, can you accept that? They don't have to like it. They don't have to show no love. But I'll be the one to show you love. It don't really matter what they saying or saying. Just gotta block out the nonsense. Ooh. You have everything right in your hand. Another thing, just know that I care. I had to let you know I don't wanna hear, ayy, that I never did.
Please don't ever change. You come too far. I will accept you the way you are.
You're now tuned in to Yash Radio Worldwide.
We're still in captivity. We're not free.
Just how it feels here.
And just because you got a degree, you're still in captivity.
Just how it feels here.
That's how it feels here. You think you're gonna be equal? I'm gonna go to school and get my degree. Mama, please, I wanna be the first to graduate out of our family. I got so much to say, Ma. I can be everything. They're gonna look at me different. I'm gonna own a bank. I can probably be president. Not even that, I can own a community and have heaven sent. Oh, if I just keep on my knees and believe in Christianity, I can do anything in this world if the Lord have me be. At least that's what I thought. Until all these things start to come into be. The Most High said He could set us free, but He's got to show us eternally what we are to be and what we not should be. Slavery? It was a trick.
Just how it feels.
They told us we were free, and we still in captivity. You thought you had Christianity, and you was free, but you still in captivity.
Just how it feels here.
Did you know they took certain parts out the Bible so they can control you? Did you know that Christianity was a way to manipulate you and to keep you in bondage? Egyptians, you could never be free, even if you process your hair at a certain degree, getting a degree at your favorite Harvard or university. It doesn't matter what you do, B. They're gonna look at you as one way, Negro, Hebrew, Israelite. You see, we are not equal. We're supposed to be equal. You saying you free, nigga? You still in captivity.
Just how it feels here.
And I know it hurts. And I know the feeling is deep, but that is
just how it feels here.
You need a wake-up call. This is your black wake-up call.
Just how it feels here.
I can see the smiles of black folks smiling when they get their degrees and they walk the aisles. And they said, oh man, I made it. I got my real estate license. I'm equal. I got white friends and I can make amends. You are still looked at as a nigger, not a nigga, a nigger. You will never be presented as who you're supposed to be because this is not your place to be. This is not our recipe. Lay your head down. Yahweh be Yahweh is gonna set us free. 400 years of slavery. We are still in captivity. You can't believe the things that are happening, B. Driving while black, yes. And I know I understand. And I know and I understand. And I know I understand.
Just how it feels here.
You told yourself you was free and then realized you was in captivity.
Just how it feels here.
And your mama was so proud of you, she gave you a big kiss, B.
Just how it feels here.
But you're still in captivity. Until the Lord sets us free,
here.
we're still in captivity. We're still niggas.
Just how it feels here.
Yes, sir. We're chopping it up today, Monday, November 13, 2023. Gonna talk about a few things before I get out of here. Yeah, man. It's all about chopping up, make sense of those who have like minds. If you don't have like minds, then it's not going to work. You need folks to really understand you as a person. If you have to spend too much time trying to convince a person what lane you're in, then you need to cut that person loose. You shouldn't have to pour your heart out for a person to understand that you're in a different lane right now. You understand? So if you're one of them people that have to constantly keep expressing yourself to a particular person who you truly are, then you need to get rid of that dead weight, man, because really they don't want you to grow. They trying to discourage you and they always want to know what you're doing, but they ain't doing nothing. Real talk. All right, before we get out of here, let's talk about some things that's going on in my neck of the woods. As you guys been seeing in my Instagram, there is some, I flipped my website a little bit. A lot of folks didn't even know I was still selling my merch. I don't have much, but I'm beginning to dip that just a touch of it, not as deep as I was in it. But so now when you go to Karan Films Merge, you'll see like the cosmetics, and you also see a ball cap by it. Because a lot of times when people go to the site, they just see cosmetics and they stop and they go. Well, the site is much more than that. It's cosmetics, it's a little merch. You get it? And then as you go down to where it says load more, you'll see that I do the EIN package. So it's a site of lot to gravitate to. So basically what I've been doing is putting the EINs of being hired at the bottom. And I don't want to lose focus on what I really do. My main focus is my cosmetics and merch. Okay. So having said that, coming out this Friday or Saturday, I have this phone soap. The phone soap will be in 2-ounce bottles, but it's 2 for 1. It'll be a lavender smell and a watermelon smell. So let me try to explain this to the best of my ability. Most folks working for themselves, they do Amazon, they go out here door dashing or whatever they do. They haul off junk or junk parts, or they may be doing medical, because medical pay up to $50 to $60 an hour. They always washing their hands. They usually stop at a service station of some sort, and they go in there and wash their hands. A lot of times it's been used over. It has the worst. It's the cheapest of the cheapest, because service station are not going to put good stuff out, but it tears your hands up, make your hands itch. Well, I have a vegan type of phone soap. Yes. It's for those who want to go, especially females that go to launchings, real estate. You're constantly turning knobs and you're meeting people, shaking hands. You want to go to that bathroom after you're showcasing and wash your hands. So what do you use? You use something either you brought or something that's there that everybody else can plock their hands on. So this watermelon foam soap and this lavender soap is for those folks on the go, especially females and males who are very busy and with your children, with homeschooling, and you're going out to eat and you just don't want to use their type of foam. They use foam as well. Y'all know that, right? When you go eat and you go in the bathroom, don't they give you foam soap? Same thing, but mine's is vegan. It's not going to have all these adjectives and particles that can cause damage to your hands. Because believe it or not, cheap soap can damage your hands, make them rough, make them sensitive, even, have that itchy motion, which will create sores or parasites. Something that simple can screw you up, guys. So I'm always thinking outside the box. So this soap will be very small. It's a 2-ounce. That's why I'm giving 2 for 1. And watermelon lavender. And just take it on the go or leave it at home with your kids. How many times your little baby in there doing crayons? They need something to wash their hands, right? I'm not saying that you ain't on it right now, because I know y'all take care of business. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, I'm always thinking outside the box. So I'm coming out with a soap, okay? And it's vegan. I use nothing but good shit, guys. If you don't know nothing about Yash Kara, if you bought my products, you know I use good stuff. Real talk. So that's coming out. I should have it up and going Friday, Saturday. And the other thing I want to bring to the table, I have this thing, Yash Kara name. My name is already trademarked, right? But I'm coming out with this screen print. And I'm not, like I say, I'm not sure though. I just need to hear from y'all, because my folk who really support and my folks who really understand what direction, y'all been with me a long time now to know the direction I can be going in. I'm not full of bullshit. I don't, nothing funny acting, no Hollywood shit. I just want to see how y'all feel. I'm pitching. My wife is very motivational. So my wife is really saying I should do it. We've been thinking about it, because I told you I was thinking about getting rid of my press. All my stuff is brand new. It's just in my storage, and I've just been so busy. I haven't had time to do anything, but my wife and I are looking at a new place so we can expand. I was thinking about getting these polo shirts, but I can't do variety of colors because they're expensive, right? Even the cheapest, even Glad, and they could be Champion, Hanes. Some bitches ain't cheap, man. It's polo, right? I was thinking about doing polo shirts, but no longer with the big old, screen print. It's going to be on the shoulder, the left hand shoulder. and it's going to represent our ethnicity, if that makes sense. I don't want to, put it out there right now. You get it? I want to wait till it's finished because I design my own logos and stuff. So I want to just see how y'all think. What you think? Polo, just imagine polo. It's not going to be in a variety of colors. It'll probably be like in a charcoal heather color, but it has that logo who we are as Black Indians, if that makes sense, right? So you probably need to see it, right? So I won't have it completed until I see how this run goes. And I have to be, if it don't look good to me, I won't do it. I don't pull out bullshit. So if it looks good, it's going to be no big logos. It's just going to be a logo in the left-hand corner of the polo shirt and a charcoal gray. The goal is to do variety colors and to put female shirts out there as well. But starting something off, we don't go that route. We're gonna. It's unisex. Women can wear them too. Women wear men's stuff all the time. I'm just telling y'all. Be surprised how many women wear men's shorts, like jockey shorts, like those jockey underwears. You'd be surprised how many women be wearing those. And I know Victoria's Secret make boy shorts, but some women wear men's stuff. And I ain't talking about gay. It's just that women have always had the capability of wearing men clothing and rocking it. Real talk. Timberland's made for men. Women rock them, don't they? Just being straight. So I'm just saying it's unisex. Just know that I won't be able to do women coming off the gate because of the expense. And I also had to do the screen print. Okay. So just put that I just want y'all to think about that. Firing up the heat press again. Ooh, Lord. If I didn't have enough work on me already. But I'm just saying, I know I've done screen prints before I did anything for his business. And I've been at it. I did screen prints for 7-8 years. I never stopped. I just put it to the side because I didn't think I would go back. But there's a lot of folks asking questions like that, and they thought I stopped doing merch. People really thought I stopped doing merch. I didn't. I just had all my merch at the bottom of the page, and it's time to bring it up and mix it in with the cosmetics. Because why should we just do one thing? We're good. We're doing skin products, hair products, and you need to rock that with a hat, right? You need to rock that with some type of a beanie. Do I do beanies? I have a few left over. Keychains. I took a lot of stuff off the site because I wanted to focus on cosmetics. It's hard keeping up with everything. Most of these people on TikTok and Instagram, they only do one or two things. I have a lot of things I do. So when all of these things are selling, I'm responsible for making people get their products in a quality amount of time. I don't take forever to give people their products. If you order from Yash Kara, you already know you're going to be 3 weeks getting your product. I get your shit out quick as possible. Get it? Most of the time, I get your product out in 3 days. Now, TikTok tell you to do that too. I'm not TikTok. I was doing this before TikTok. Get it? So I'll get your product before 3 days. Sometimes 2 or 3, depending on how it flow. But the longest, it'll be 3 days until I mail it. Most of the time, it's 24 to 48 hours. But 3 days would be the longest it would take to mail your product because there's others before you that we packaging as well. So that's just a thought. Just know it's a done deal with the foam soap. But then the polo shirts was just, do I want to do this? I've already got the prints, I've already designed it, and I'm trying to see how it's going to look on the polo. I'm like, and for edification, guys, everything I ever put out, this is how I do. My wife can contest to this. When I brought out the clay for the face, I've just went over it 2 or 3 times. Like, I don't know. It's just sit for a month or 2. Should I do it? I don't know. I mean, I'm telling you, the best decisions are not made spontaneous. Now, when you dealing in a restaurant and you don't know if mayo and ketchup taste good, you throw that shit together and sell it. Somebody may say it's fabulous. But when you're talking about putting something on somebody's skin, hair, you better think that shit out. And you better make sure that it's good. And if it's not, go back to the drawing board and change some ingredients. Okay. So I've learned to not just go so quick with it, let it sit, come back and say, do I want to do this? How can I proceed this to be better? There's a lot of cleansing products out there for the face. So what's make mine different? It's going to be vegan. That's what's going to make mine different. And I have no acids in my cleansing product. Most facial products, especially talking about a clay, have acids, loaded with acid. No, not I said the mule. So when you're doing vegan, you could take a lot of things out. You have to be careful because people say, well, Yash, why do corporations add acid to the product? Well, I can tell you why. They put acid in the product to prolong the life. And if they're using things like fruit, milk, honey, certain type of grains that considered like to be a food, well, food, grains, juices and milk, and even honey has a thing called microorganisms. If that microorganism is for you 7 to 10 days around the house, you're perfect. If you're thinking about selling something like that, what's going to happen with that microorganism is going to start to grow. It usually go brown, grayish, or some type of black. It's not going to kill you. But when people don't understand the science of it, they get frightened. Basically, what's happening is that microorganism needs something to keep it calm so it don't agitate or become active. So this is why they put the acids in products. So 90% of the products out there have some type of juice, some type of milk or honey. And to keep that microorganism from growing, they have to add an acid to keep the fetus, not the fetus, but the growth of the micro from growing to gravitating to certain colors, because it can turn your product a different color. It makes sense? So once you understand the science of what they do, I stem from that. So we don't do the juices. We don't do the milks and shit, because that's going to turn without acid. And if you don't understand acid, don't use it in your product. Because if you don't understand the science of it, you can take somebody's hair out. You can also cause brain tumor. So you need to understand what you're doing. Just because the shit sound good, don't mean it is good. And when you're using authentic raw, you don't really have to go there. Just keep it raw and understand your product is going to last 1 to 2 years. Like Shea, it's a 2-year shelf life, period. Okay. So, but you're not going to get that type of shelf life when you put milk. You know, you got like watermelon juice. If you're going to use watermelon juice with your Shea, I'm telling you, you better put some acid in it, because it's going to turn to a microorganism. It's going to come alive. So you get, I hope this makes sense to a lot of folk. So you have to be careful. So a lot of folks, I'll say this and leave alone. A lot of people on TikTok beginning getting cosmetic, mostly females, like say between the ages of 20 and 28, and they come up with all these flavors. Okay, they're coming out with these flavors like honey and cocoa and chocolate malt and all that shit, marshmallow. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not. I hope you guys don't take this wrong. Who are doing that? I'm trying to tell you what's happening. When you ask a company to make this for you, they are not going to use authentic ingredients. They're going to use artificial, and they're going to load it with acids so it don't turn. So here's the thing. The consumer who is buying that product, you're putting junk on your body. You probably say, well, Yash, what if I wanted a marshmallow smell? Don't use marshmallow itself or the extract from the marshmallow. Use an essential oil. You're still going to get the same smell. You get what I'm saying? I'm giving you some goddamn jewels. I knew culinary for 25 years. First thing we did, we have a lab for saucier. It's the science of coming up with a spec, a season, some type of juice, or coming up with some type of sauce. This shit is science, man. So you have to really know what the fuck you doing. So when I see people coming out, like there's a lot of people making 1,000 sales, 3,000 sales, and they coming out with all these beautiful glitters and shit with all this smell, the different types of, candy like. Look at the ingredients. They're not in control over it. You're probably saying, wait. What's the difference between a person like yourself and a person who orders from a corporation? Well, they both consider entrepreneur. The difference is between me and the person who's going to ask somebody to make it for them. What's happening? The corporation, you say, I want candy. You get it? I want a Snickers smell. I want, what? I want some damn grains or watermelon, and I want it to smell real, candy-like. When you do this, the corporation's giving you artificial. They're not going to give you real. So your product is not going to be healthy. It's going to smell good. It's going to be packaged great because that's what you paid them for. A lot of people on TikTok and Instagram, they're paying corporations to make their brand, and they come up with their own logos, and then they send it to them and they sell it. That to me is not an entrepreneur. That is a person who's decided to make money off of a name and a logo, because the person who's making your ingredients is the entrepreneur. It's artificial entrepreneur, but it's entrepreneur. If you create your own product, you're the entrepreneur. Why would I come and want to buy you out if the corporation is making it for you? You're not going to get an offer. If you're a person that wants to create a product, have a brand behind it, make your own ingredients, and that's how they buy you out. Carol Daughters was bought out because she made up those ingredients. Who's going to buy you out if you go into a corporation in Mexico or Arab country and they whipping that shit up for you and sending it to you with a logo on it? No, they're not going to buy you out. They know you're selling good, but the only thing they want to buy out from you, if you got a catchy name, they'll buy the trademark from you. Get it? That's all I'm saying. You have to understand how this goes. All I say is make your own shit. If you're a person that's going to be an entrepreneur, especially in this cosmetic world, make your own ingredients and understand your ingredients. When I see them little girls on TikTok and they getting all them sales, anybody that's buying that shit gonna have a bad skin day coming, because everything, it's like I said, it's glitter, it smells good and shit. But I'm gonna tell you what it's like. The best example I can give you. Putting that on your body is like buying Axe. I think somebody said something in the chat room. Axe for men smells great, don't it? It smells good. It really do. I used to use it like 10 years ago. Axe smells so damn good, but the chemicals that's in it destroys your melon. It clogs your pores. It also can create skin cancer because it's artificial. Nothing in it is original. So when you start to, and it's not hard to make body butters and all that shit. But I realized these young girls, they want to come up so fast. They come up with a sharp ass logo and tell a company, and like I say, overseas to make it, and it's garbage. And just because it's sold, you're getting 4,000 sales a week. The people who buying it is ignorant. They just don't know. They killing themselves and they putting it on their babies. When you understand shades and mangoes and specs, man, you have corporate by the balls. That's why corporate always peeping over your shoulder going, they know when you're using real, they want to stop it. Because to put real nature in your body, you connect with the universe. They don't want you connected to the universe. They had to stop that. That's why they give you something that looks good in the bottle and it smells good, but it's destroying you. Why come men and women having a lot of itchy in the vaginal area? Why y'all itching so much? And some of y'all don't even have a yeast infection. Your lotions that you putting on your twat is artificial, and it's creating parasites that you itching in your groins. And it's not inside your vagina, it's the hairs in your vagina. Why? What are you putting on your body? Why your booty crack always itchy and got rashes in it? Because you putting cheap lotions and your booty crack. And I'm just speaking to women because that's how y'all oil y'all self up. It's facts, guys. Why come your toes have dead skin between them and it feels like they sore? Because you put in cheap lotion on your feet. You got to start going to Bath and Beyond or Body Works, buying that shit, buying all that lotion and throwing it all on your feet and shit. And then your feet start cracking and itching. That shit is poison. Did you know the makers that make that shit is 100% artificial and they load it up with all, I wouldn't be surprised to have pesticide in it. It destroys your skin, man. That shit ain't good for you. Just think, boy, I mean, before I journey on this road of understanding shampoos, I was that dude. See, these ain't jokes. I'm not telling you something that, oh, y'all just woke up and this cloud fell on my head and I'm now the people's person. No bullshit. You have to have a mistake in order to be great. How many times did I tell y'all on my show? I cut my hair 3 or 4 times. I had to cut it bald. I was losing hair. My hair was being bald in certain places because I was using the Cantunes and all the bullshit that Walmart with black faces. I thought if it was a black face on there, oh, it's me. That's our shit. That's the hook they get you into. So I had to cut my hair 3 to 4 times and let it grow back. Okay. And by the 4th time, I was getting into my own cosmetics because I knew that it was from products I was using at Walmart and Sally's. So I was like, let me just see. So when I do this, it's the same thing I do with culinary. When we make up a sauce or some type of dry rub, it's like a test room. It's you put all these seasons, fresh seasonings, and you blend them and you see what tastes good. I can outright just taste it on a finger and just see how it tastes. But just have something that you like to eat, maybe a piece of bread or a piece of, French fry or something, and you just test it to see what it tastes like. That's how I come up with my seasonings. I know it's going to be fire. And same thing with rubs and sauces, same thing. So when I got ready to do cosmetics, it was no different. It's just that one is for the body and hair, others that I can put on food, but you're not going to eat the cosmetics, nor will you put seasoning in your hair. I'm just saying they had a both kind of workflow to come up with a solution of what works good. So I just started playing with the shea butters. I'm already familiar in the kitchen how to break things down and the science of it. So I just started breaking things down and it just worked out wonders. First thing I came up with, coconut raw, you can buy in the blocks, right? You can also get shea in the blocks. I went and bought like a big shitload of avocados. I showed you on videos. Wash them off, cut them open, bleed them. When I say bleed, cook them slowly. That's pure pure avocado oil. So I knew how to get the oil. I knew how, I can make coconut from the blocks. They sell it in block. I can bleed it down raw. Now I want to make my own avocado oil. So once I understood how this science of it rolls, now let's blend some things. And that's how I came up with my first coconut lavender, because lavender was fresh, and break down the avocado oils with shea. So when I understood how that works, man, I was on a roll. That was my first 2 products. So understanding it, then you start ordering other raw stuff and you play with it. You don't make a lot of it. You just put in a little test, cup, and it comes out like, oh, this is beautiful. And then sky's the limit, man. So I threw out a lot of stuff. I had to throw out a lot of stuff. And I used to think, hand soap wouldn't hurt me if I was, washing my hands. But I found that soap in the gas station, sometimes you're going to use it because you got no choice. I get it. But it's so rough. You ever ate dinner at a restaurant and go wash your hands and like 10 minutes later, your hands feel it's like chalk because they buy the cheapest shit. I'm telling you, they don't look out for your best interest. So when I start using my own soaps, I use my own cleanser cream. I got clay. I mean, man, I always had nice skin because I took care of myself. But when I started using it, I never thought I would sell it. I sit on it because I've always treating you know how you treat yourself, but you're like, do I want to sell this to the public? I sit on that shit for a minute. Like, man, I'm used to taking care of myself. But when you release it to the public, you got to make sure that shit going to last and make sure you know what you're doing. You know, it's easy to make a couple of jars for yourself, but you talking about making it for the public. You got to come with it. So when I just threw out the doubt, I put my best foot forward and just started making it, man. And I have so many more that I just can't release right now. I have a lot of products. My wife said, you're going to have a damn store, which I already have, but I'm just not ready to say it's a lot of things that I want to release, but I won't say it right now. But the one right now would be the polo shirts and foam soap. Richard says, what? Are you familiar with the Indian hemp hair treatments? To be honest, Richard, I heard of it, but I really haven't looked into it. Is it a good product? Because I'm not really sure. And I won't just blow smoke if I don't know. I've heard of this, but I've never really looked into it. So there's just a lot of things that we can do. The first thing you need to start doing is buying Sally products. Sally don't cater to us, man. Sally don't really cater to white folks. White folks don't know no better. They just go buy the shit. L'Oreal was a good product in the 90s. Did you know L'Oreal's were created by a black woman? But when she sold it out, they put crap in it. Or we could Shea Moisturizer. The brother is from Ghana, I believe. Either Ghana or Nigeria. I'm not sure, but let's just say Africa. We know he's from Africa. He came up with Shea Moisture. Now, only thing I give him is props on, it was definitely authentic. It was the best ever. I remember Shea Moisture back in the day. It was the best ever. But they approached him to sell out. They not only just sell his product out, but to sell the trademark. So now he's just a CEO. Okay. So you're probably saying, what is that? Well, they wanted to take his product and camouflage it with other products. So half the products you see now with Shea Moisture, he got nothing to do with it. Corporates bought him out, but I will say this, he made them pay a nifty price. From my understanding, Shea Moisture sold his brand for $100 million. And I think that was a good penny. You know, he don't went into other things, but I don't know. But the thing is, he had to give up the ingredients. He had to be a CEO. And he also had to sell the trademark. Okay. So that's just something, just keep in mind. Carl's daughter, in my opinion, Carl's daughter's too cheap. She sold it for $27 million. She should have sold it for $100 million. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Just think about that for a second. A lot of black folks are getting into these cosmetics, so they want to get sold out. You can do that if you want, but if a person approach you and tell you $10 million, don't take it. That's just the least they're offering you. You're gonna always go. You probably say, well, "What would you ask for? Ask for $100 million." Be stupid. I'm just serious, because if they offer you $5 or $10 million, it's worth $30 million. But don't ever ask for 30. They're going to play with you. You just have to understand, like I told y'all earlier about having your stuff appraised. When a person appraised my art, I already know it's worth money. So some people say, they didn't praise it out to nothing. Man, why are you tripping? If a person appraised anything of Yash Karad, they appraised my art and said it's worth, I already know it's worth millions. But I don't need you to tell me that. I just need you to get your expertise. This is what you've been doing for 40 years. And you saying, right now, since we don't have it in galleries, I understand that. And you're right. But they'll give me a number, just a number of your expertise. I already know it's worth more than what we can imagine. See, that's how you have to look through the third eye. So I'm sitting on gold mines. I just haven't put it in galleries. That's how you have to think, man. There's a lot more to it than that too, but I'm just trying to tell y'all, don't fall for the quick dollar. Don't have somebody make your shit up and you come up with a label and sell it. That's garbage. Somebody gonna call you one day, gonna call you out because that shit ain't real. Anything artificial will kill black folks' pores. They won't kill white folks that much because they don't have melon to begin with. But it's going to kill your melon. Okay? That's just some things I just run by y'all. Richard said, Yash, the Indian hemp is great product. I am looking for an organic blend. Okay, I don't know what that is, but okay. Brother King said, Yash, have you heard about the man with a cancer skin treatment, Soap Genius? I have, but I ain't really paid much attention. Now, if this is possible, which I believe anything is possible, they're going to approach him. How can I say this in a nice way? When you come up with something like that, because really cancer can be treated through fruits, juices, and soursop. I mean, it's been proven, guys. Cancer is made by pharmaceutical and certain foods we eat. That's just facts. And stop getting all these damn shots. Stop letting them shoot you up with all this shot to stop flu. Now, every year, they done add and still saying flu. Now they're saying get your COVID shot. It's that time of the year. You may just get COVID. So now COVID has become the new flu shot. I'm just saying, when you come up with something great as a skin treatment, as a soap that can help with cancer, they are going to see you. Now, that don't mean they want to hurt you, but they probably want you to shut your mouth and they want to buy you out. They're not going to have that on the market. They're never going to see a cancer skin treatment soap at Walmart. They're not going to have it because it's going to cut into their profits. It's all about profit with the Americans. They're not going to have it. They're not going to allow it, man. So when you come out with something like that, you got to keep that on the hush. You know what I mean? Even if you came out with something to cure cancer, you can't publicize that. That's just like saying you came up with a method that you don't need gasoline for your car, that water work. And really realistically, you can run your car off water in a science method. It really would work. But do you think they're going to let that live? They think you're going to ride around your car with water? No, they're going to destroy the car and kill you. So I tell people you can have these great ideas, but certain things you got to keep in the privy. And you have to keep circumspect. We don't need to tell the world what we're doing. I know for sure how to cure diabetes. You think I'm going to put myself out there on a live microphone and tell you my name not Yankee? Look what they got him doing now. So he didn't listen, they got him on the South show. Man, look, I told y'all a million times. Whenever they start having you go to all these different podcasts, they got you. If he ain't on the Breakfast Club, he will be. And then you start losing your value. You stop thinking about what works. You're thinking about the money. And then after you get all the money, you become drained. You become lost. Could be like, I got all this money, but I'm still, I don't feel complete. Right? Think about that. Hold tight. Yeah. Oh, he won't survive. It's a young brother, 12 years old, came out with a cancer soap. He won't survive. I mean, it's sad to say it, but he won't survive. Parents, y'all should stop putting y'all babies on Instagram and TikTok and calling the newsroom. I'm telling you, you're going to kill them. You're going to kill your entire family. We're so eclectic to where when we find something that works, we want to share it with the world. The Most High said, be a vessel for the people. He didn't say be a vessel for the world. So the people who have like minds, these are the people you share this with. Okay. These are the people you share this with, and you don't let it be known to the world. The world, you're not here for the world. You're here for a vessel of people. That's all you have to worry about. Parents, a lot of times, want to get rich through their children. Just think about that. That's just, 50 cent a bar. Yeah. I still say that boy's life in danger. It's just certain things we don't do, man. Like I say, I've been doing culinary for a minute. I understand food. There's certain foods you can eat. It will heal you as you eat. I'm not yucky. I'm not that guy. You're not going to see me on a damn stage with a microphone in my side of my mouth and I'm talking to y'all about how to do, who the fuck is this? If you can't catch it on Roku, it ain't going to be done. I'm not that dude. I'm not coming to nobody's podcast, sitting on their couch and shit. And how did you first know about the industry? Man, fuck all that. That ain't me. I told you they had him on 85 South. It's done. He's done. He already sold out. He's done. Then he got these little videos he make in St. Louis about his land growing these trees. Man, shit. Boy, that brother ain't gonna make it. Niggas just don't believe fat meat greasy. I be telling these dudes, you niggas want that fame and that pie in the sky. It ain't like that, man. Why do you feel the need to go on all these different platforms and they still ain't listening? 85% of the people that hear Yaki think he's playing. They ain't taking him serious. Them niggas be sitting there eating short reels and pig sandwiches. They ain't listening to him. Then he quoting scriptures. He don't even know what he's talking about. So I just shake my head like, good luck with that, bruh. You put your whole family in danger. Your entire family is in danger because of you. That's all. Yeah. I never heard of a guy called 19 Keys. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. When Yaki was first on Instagram and he self-taught, he found out all these the words he used is phenomenal, and every word he used can be found in the medical term. The brother was a genius I see that. But see, this is how Satan makes an ass out you. When he took his talents and started traveling like a damn concert, that was goof number one. Goof number two is when he started jumping on all these different platforms. He went on Tasha K. He pretty much lost credibility. That Tasha K is just Gossip Center and the new Wendy Williams. Nothing Tasha K is all gossip and fun. It was a deal breaker. But then when he took that picture with T.I. with his hands, so T.I. just stood by him like, hey, we got another one. So all credibility is gone out the window. So what in my opinion, understanding this industry, when he jumped on 85 South, he's a joke now. So even though he's trying to still tell you about how you going to take them serious, them guys are assholes. They make a living being assholes. Nothing they say, they don't take shit serious. They know they soul sellers. So for you to jump on there and try to be real, they ain't going to take you serious. This is the same thing they did to that brother of Assalamu Alaikum. That young brother, I'll call the new Malcolm. Y'all seen that little young brother? Tall brother that Farrakhan tried to break down? Well, I know they got him because Farrakhan is Freemason. When he went on, he was doing the same thing Yaki did, right? This brother was very powerful doing his little stories about food and about the Americas. But what happened? He took his black ass on all these platforms and talking about the Americas. They got him. Farrakhan already told him, slow your ass down. So Farrakhan already briefed him what's getting ready to go down because now he's brotherhood. And what did he do? He took his ass to the Breakfast Club. He even took his ass to 85 South, and it's a done deal. You can't believe him now. He's not credible. Who else did they do this to? Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, very intelligent brother. But what did he do? He started touring. Why do they fucking want to tour like rock stars? He started going to these podcasts. What did he do? Took his ass to the Breakfast Club. Done. Credibility's gone. And then next thing you know, they got him out there wilding. Look, guys, I am telling you, it's a trend. Now, I don't have nothing against our black brothers and sisters. I wish they all do well, but they want it so bad they're willing to do anything. And then when their bank account hit over $1 million, they be like, damn, do I got to keep doing this? Yes. Ask Kevin Hart. Ask Steve Harvey. It doesn't stop. The rituals just keep going. Ask Nelly. Ask Shante. It just keep going. Ask Cardi B, who has a meltdown. It don't stop, man. Yaki's going to have his first meltdown. They're going to have a brief talk with him. And whenever he starts saying things on the air that is getting too political, he get a phone call. They're going to tell him stop being politically correct, and we want you to stop doing all this internet shit right now. He going to get a call. And the only way he going to get back on, he got to start lying a little bit. He going to have to start mixing it up. A little truth, a little lie. That's exactly right. Polite. Remember Polite? When Polite was talking, Polite was telling the truth. The brother was on the street rocking the truth. He was really on it. What happened? They got to him. The first thing they told him, we want to move you in Beverly Hills. He took the bait. They made him rich. After he started doing that shit, talking on different councils, now they got him for rape. You're probably saying, why is that? The boy didn't rape nobody. He didn't do what he was told. Do you understand how this shit is going? Now, who's next in line? Keith Lee. They just got to look at the people that come before you. Look how they do you. All of these people with examples, look what they done. And niggas keep thinking it ain't going to be me. It's going to be you because it's not your money. That subscription, I mean, all that shit, they control it, man. They control it. Look how they did Doya. Y'all think Doya was like that? She wasn't like that. She wasn't nothing like that. What did your Doya say on one of her live feeds? She liked the way shit tastes. She shits in a plate and eats her own shit. They destroyed her. And you don't think that's going to happen to you. Right? I am telling y'all, this is the devil's playground. If you're craving to be rich, you're not going to succeed until they send you a handler. And y'all know as well as I know, whenever some celebrity come around these people that's a food guru or cosmetics or fashion, they think they done made it. And all what they doing is setting you up. I tell people, you may be good at cooking barbecue, right? When they start sending celebrities around you to eat barbecue and to buy your barbecue, they have an interest in you. At that particular time, your subscribers go up. You're not doing it. They're doing it. Did you know that 85% of subscribers on TikTok are bots? B-O-T-S. They're not real. It's all fake. I've been preaching this for a long time. And I'm not trying to get you to change. I'm trying to tell you, without a soul or having spirituality, you're not going to survive. It's not just the money. You're already wealthy. You just don't know how to control it. So wait a minute, Josh. You hit me with that. What you mean I'm already wealthy? You don't know how to connect to the universe. Because you got no way of connecting. You done clean shave. You done got a damn military cut. You don't know who the fuck you are. So you're going to do things in a vicious manner. You're going to put your ding-a-ling in every woman with a big booty. Because you're all over the place. And if you're a female, you don't understand the magnitude of who you are, so you're going to jump on all these different dicks. And now you're totally confused because they busting and all this semen is in your canal and you take it on their spirits. So that what makes you bipolar. Yeah, that's his name is Rizal. Right. Yeah. You get it? Now, I've been doing what I do, Lone Eating Yaki. Yes. I've been on here way before Rizal. Yes. How many platforms have you saw me go on? None. How many goddamn tours have you saw me go on? None. This is how you stay with Yahweh. This is how you keep spiritual. This is how the ancestors breathe fire into us. Our ancestors rock with us and nature's protect us. We can't play both sides, man. So you carrying yourself out there trying to be a rock star, you're going to lose. See, to say what I'm saying is unheard of. So niggas go to their bank accounts and they can't see fucking 700 grand in their bank. Oh, he broke. Nigga, I'm healthy. I'm royalty as shit. My ancestors know who I am. I'm a vessel. You'll never be on this level because you want to be Jay-Z rich. Jay-Z is dead. That's a clone y'all looking at. Trying to imitate John Basquiat. Everything that you do today is simulation. Nothing is fucking real. The only thing is real is your damn soul trying to wake your ass up in your visions and dreams to stop that nonsense. Everything that you say in the universe comes back twofold, nigga. You making music talking about eating and sucking and eating. The Most High can't use you. He got to get rid of you. You're a woman that looks good. You got a nice figure. You sitting there sucking and screwing like you doing something. You got these black women with fucking podcasts talking about, girl, since we on here talking, would you let a nigga shit on you? Bitches are thinking having a nigga shit on you from Dubai is okay as long as they pay like they weigh. These bitches need to be beheaded. You understand? Back in the day when a woman talked with much rhetoric, you behead her ass. And anybody find that shit amusing, you behead them too. Like you got a nasty bitch out there called Sexy Red. Why y'all keep listening to this skank man? That bitch need to be beheaded. That was times when black women was being disrespected. They would get their asses beheaded. And the women would do it. This bitch going around here talking about, I'm coming out with a new lip gloss. And one is called Nut. The other is called Period. One is called Booty Hole, Gonorrhea, Discharge. And you think that shit cute? She is disgraceful to black folk and black women and children. That bitch need to be beheaded tonight. What the fuck? Niggas talk about white folks, what they doing. They ain't doing shit to you. Cause a white man call you a nigga, so the fuck what? You can still live and become whatever you want. That's a scare tactic they've been using for 400 years to see where you break. But you got this damn hip hop destroying little babies, twerking their asses and shit. Talking about some booty hole brown. Huh? The fucking, this whole talking about, I already knew I was going to be some. You ain't shit. But a man and drag. You ain't shit, bitch. Ain't nobody respecting you. Ain't no black folks that got sense know you. You got them skank hoes that ain't got no future and looking for a quick fix of wealth is looking up to you. So before we point the finger at white folks talking about what they doing to us, bitch, you're letting a hoe like that do this to our babies and dancing to that shit. I get so tired of they call me a nigga. Look what every time you can't get ketchup on your fries, you gonna pull your fucking phone out. And I come here every day and they call me a nigga. Cause you are. Sweetie, you are the nigger. Okay. You're exactly what they said the fuck you are. Cause there's a lot of white niggers out there and they tend to like you. So I don't get what's wrong. Lick your wounds and keep it moving. I went to Chipotle. They told me to get my black ass out. Well, maybe you should have got your black ass out. Why'd they call you that? Because you're a dumb sucker. Take everything fucking personal, man. We've been sitting here for 20 minutes and 2 other people came. Well, bitch, get up and go. What the fuck you going to record it for? Well, you want a sympathy? Black folks so goddamn sensitive to how they being treated in restaurants, and white folks calling them nigger, but you ain't sensitive when a bitch like Sexy Red talking about nut for some lip gloss and profiting off of it. So how the hell you gonna point fingers at white folk? We have always been our worst enemy. If we got something out there that's gonna help us, we run from. But if something gonna kill us, we run to. Black folks can tell you you're talented, you're gifted young man and woman, keep doing your thing. Whatever, fuck ass nigga. White old bitch can tell you you got so much talent. What, thank you, Miss Janie. I've been trying all my life. That's all I ever trying to do is bring joy to the world. Set your alfalfa ass up. Black folks give us props every day. Take it. Hey, man, appreciate y'all. I say that shit all the time. Cause you don't take with a grain of salt. Oh, it don't mean shit. White man tell you great. Oh man, thank you so much. You about to come out your drawers. Give them some booty. You know, cause they love booty. Huh? Why we can't appreciate the compliment from black folk, but when a white man tell you do something good, you jump for joy. You're a slave, nickel. That's exactly what the hell you are. And I hope you enjoyed the goddamn show today. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Shit. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow and I'll be back Wednesday. I'm not doing many shows that I used to. Just to be quite frank, y'all, I'll probably be doing these types of shows probably once or twice a month, like 3 days in a row, and because I got a lot of things going on. But I probably won't do, I'll do Tuesday and Wednesday, and I probably won't do no more shows until next month, because I just you always see me on Instagram. That's the spot. Instagram show me a lot of love. So big ups to everyone that's giving me love on Instagram. Appreciate you. TikTok, y'all like 18-year-olds to 29-year-olds. Y'all don't like a nigga like me. They want me to kiss their ass. I don't think so. So yeah, TikTok is still there, but Instagram give me more love, and they just always there in my corner. TikTok got too many damn young folk. And when you got a bunch of young people that think everything's funny, the shit becomes boring as fuck. Real talk. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here, man. And I'm going to see and talk to y'all tomorrow, most high willing. And chop it up for the next couple of days. And if you haven't been to that blackindian.org, do yourself a favor. Do the doggone thing, man. We're branching out. We're trying to do the damn thing. All right? Yashkara, sign off.
You're now tuned in to Yash Radio Worldwide. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. Yeah, sounds good. I think we're ready. We keep looking at celebrities for answers. We refuse to believe anything but sanity over reality. When we talk about spirituality, you get laughed at. But if we talk about transgender, you get applauded at. If we told you that the Messiah was a dark-skinned man, you debunked it. But if I told you he was straight-haired, white-skinned, and blue-eyed, you would love it. If a celebrity told you half the thing that Yashkira's been telling you, you would applaud them, you would praise them, you would cry for them. But if a person of my nature, my character, telling you anything of a virtue that's true for you, I'm insanity. Let me talk to the people in the balcony. You might be hard of hearing, and you may not want to hear what is being said. But it's kind of funny, if a pastor preacher said half the things I said, you would be crying, alluding, seeding, telling them, thank you, pastor. Without your pastor, you can't breathe. Without your doctors in white coats, you don't know the things you need. But yet, a celebrity is telling you all these things to follow and what to do, and you look at them as gods of a virtue. What is a god? It's a stone, something that can't smell. Something that can't touch, nothing that can feel. Did not Abram break the statues of his father for him doing the same thing? And now you are doing the same things?
and calling it Christian. You've been lied to. I'm sorry to bust your bubble, boo-boo, but this is truth. And you may not love me, and you may hate me, but you can't deny truth when it's staring right at you. You become numb to truth, and you love the fact that you can grab that bag and be whatever you want to be. At least that's what they told you. If I called you a fag, I get prison time. But if I was called a nigger and lynched, it's high time. Damn. It's time that we told the truth. It's a virtue. You can get this for free. It doesn't cost no money. But yet, because I don't have glitz and glamours and Grammys, I am not the one to listen to, because you've been lied to. Your mama, your daddy, that nigga in the alley, even your auntie and your uncle have been feeding you lies. They told you the Lord loves everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a fag, if you're a sissy, you're transgender, because what he hates is sin, but he loves you. Who told you that, boo-boo? You have no understanding of virtue, of truth, or spirituality. See, this universe belongs to Yah, and the energy that you feed comes back tenfold. We're saying celebrities know this truth, and when they die, they become a virtue. We want to cry for them and put them on pedestals and say, he's our prophet. Since when? Who told you that? Just because he wrote some scriptures, he got it like that? They sold their goddamn souls. Nipsey Hussle sold his soul. Tupac sold his soul. DMX sold his soul. Maya Angelou sold her soul. Chadwick Boseman sold his soul. John Lewis sold his soul. Kobe Bryant sold his soul. And there's so many lost souls that's still out there in control. They're called celebrities. They're called athletic. They are here to lead you to astray, to kill you. They need a sacrifice. They need a blood sacrifice. They need you to follow them, because Satan needs them. Satan knows his time is up. You don't know his time is up. We are not African American. We are Hebrew. We are Negroes. We're the lost children of Yah. We are Judah. You don't let them take that from you. College won't save you. Christianity has killed you. They want you to believe that you can achieve. You are a slave in the USA, American countries. Because you're Judah. You're special. You're Hebrews. Your time is nigh to be kings and queens again. And they want to take it from you. All praise to Yah.